Seen this before, right? But notice this time it's for writing to a file. So the interesting part is really number one and number two. Yeah, seriously. Because number one, you know that whatever data we're going to have, we had to store it somewhere. Now remember, this is after we've processed some applications, we want to save it out to a file. So data has got to be stored somewhere, and that's really number two, identify the order you wish to place the data in when you write things out. But the data had to come from somewhere, and that's number one. Number one, did you put it into a list? Did you put it into a variable? Did you put it into a string? Something of that nature. We got to identify where the data is coming from. That's number one. Number two is identify what order that you want to put everything in, because that makes your print statement, well, you have to print, I shouldn't say print statement. Notice I said print statement. Your write statement, and put it into the right order that you want to put it out onto a file instead of a screen. Then we go ahead and start pulling values from that data set, whatever you're pulling from. Then we open the file for output, write the data, maybe in a loop, I don't know, depends on your application, and then close the file. And again, don't forget about closing the file, because closing the file for this one really is important. If we're dumping data out to a file, if we're closing the file, what it does is it saves the file and then closes that link from the program to the file itself. But the real important part is saving the data that's actually now on the file, and that's what the close does. So don't forget about that last part.